Hi, and welcome to the Never Cast Off podcast. My name is Debbie. I'm known as Deb's Destiny on social media, and this is my friend Sheila.
Hi, Blue Yarn Always on social media. And this is June 27th?
And episode 2019, episode 10.
Episode 10. And remember that, episode 10.
Welcome to summer, finally. Okay.
Yeah, it is warm.
It really has. Yeah. It's been cold, rainy, and all of a sudden it's like, bam, it's summer. It's like, oh, it's so nice. So,
It's warm.
yeah.
Warm.
Okay, so we're going to be doing for morning announcements. We're going to be doing a drawing on the next episode. So it's the first draw in July. It's under the thread 2019 Fiber Goals and Tracking. Or if you wanted to do a comment on
YouTube.
thank you, this episode. So we're going to be combining into one thing, and just post there, here.
So if you don't want to post on Ravelry, you can post on YouTube. That's fine.
Yep.
We'll collect your information, throw it all in a container like we usually do, write everybody's name on a piece of paper.
Yep, and then pick it, and then we'll go from there depending on how you entered.
Terrific.
Okay, so next on the list is escapees.
I have nothing.
Nothing.
No.
Okay.
Do you?
So, yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I had knee surgery. Everything went well, healing good.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I'm still walking with one crutch, and going up and down the stairs is very slow. But that's okay. And my husband ended up getting me a knitting machine. It's a PRYM Maxi. So there's a little bit of learning curve with it, but that's okay. We're good. So this was I got it out of the box and put this on and made this hat out of my yarn. So yeah, it's a little tight, but that's okay. I don't mind. And so I have this, and I made this
a recuperation project.
Yes, this one took about 20 minutes to make.
Did you like the machine?
Yes, I did. This one went, I couldn't believe I made a hat in 20 minutes. It was incredible. But then I ended up getting stuck and figuring out that tension really does matter.
Like gauge?
Yeah, the tension on it really, really, really matters. You'll get slip stitches everywhere if you don't.
Do you got to go slow?
Depends. And then I got out last night. I was trying to figure it out. And so I got out some yarn.
You made that too?
Yep.
On your knitting machine?
About 2 hours.
Is it a tube?
Yep.
Dang.
About 2 hours.
And what size needle would you say this is? Like an 8 or a 9?
I really don't know.
Like a 9, because the stitches are big.
They are big.
Yeah.
And then I was trying to figure out, I put out a call for help on Instagram, and you guys rock. And they gave me some tips how to try and figure it out. And so that's when I went and grabbed a different type of yarn. And this one, it is kind of loose and open, but I don't care. It's rayon, and I've had this yarn for a long time. And I can go like this, and I am good to go. I love it.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Well, you're just pumping it out with the machine then.
So, yeah. And I'm like, okay, time to get out some of that yarn I haven't been using for I can't tell you how many years, and start doing something with it. You know, and when I was trying to make something for my niece for her birthday, and so I got it out, brand new machine, don't know, I'm like pulling out whatever, hobbling around on crutches, and I probably shouldn't have been in that room moving boxes, but it was for a birthday present and a new toy. And that time I couldn't get anything to work on it.
No?
Skipping stitches like no get out. But again, tension matters. So I need to get used to it. I'm just going to assume it's a learning curve and go from there. So yeah, now there's one more thing I finished.
Is there?
I finally finished the pattern for this puppy. This is the babushka. I called it the babushka hood because there was lots of babushkas out there. Who would've
Really?
thunk? So, yeah, I'm gonna. Right now it's on Ravelry. I'm gonna be putting it on Etsy soon. My goal is this weekend or the next day or two to get it all my patterns up on Etsy. So this will be up on Etsy for you guys to get as well. So
I love that, especially if you got a lot of hand spun.
yeah, I really like this for hands.
I know it's not the season to wear them,
It's not.
but
I did this in February when I was like really, 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 really cold and had to walk really, really, really far outside. And I'm like, okay, well, I got to do something because I'm like cold. And it took forever for me to get this pattern done. And I'm like, okay, I'll release it the first day of summer. Just to be, well, it's cold somewhere in the world. So,
but it was like
yeah.
91 here today.
Yeah, I know. So what does Debbie do? Babushka. There you go. Bam. Okay. So
I still have nothing done. I got DIY. Do you got DIY?
I do.
Okay.
Okay, so I have been spinning. I ended
Because
up,
that's what you do when you're on healing
yeah.
mode.
I'm finding that like with my good leg when I spin, if I go over an hour, it's like bad. So I ended up getting from Recycled Yarn Company, Simona Maloney.
Simona. She's got good stuff.
I
Polworth,
love
right?
her stuff.
Polworth.
So the white was Polworth, and then the Ember is 60% wool and 40% silk, and she said it was merino. But I don't know if you guys can see. There's the color. There's like sheen in there from the.
It's like all metal colors.
Yeah,
like it's like a
it's-
steel gray, like a copper, like a nickel.
Beautiful, yes. So I ended up getting
How many?
3 packages of each. So,
How many yards you get?
375-ish yards.
Is it chunky?
Yeah.
It's a chunky. It's pretty. It is
Yeah.
super soft. If you got a chance to, does she got an Etsy? She does got an Etsy. She's got really good, reasonable pricing too, and her stuff is just amazing.
I mean,
And it doesn't run when you wash either.
run.
The colors do not run.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I
it's
haven't done that yet.
beautiful. Yeah, I've already washed my stuff. It's amazing. It's so nice.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm not gonna put it on my machine though because it doesn't do well with real chunky.
This is nice.
Yes, it is. So
Oh my God.
I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do yet, but I don't have to do it now,
Not as of yet.
and I'm okay with not knowing.
You'll see something and be like, "Oh my God, I got a yarn for it."
Yes, I do.
Ain't that the way
I
it
will.
works?
Yes, it is. It is for me. So before my knee surgery, I started to dye some roving.
What kind of roving is this?
Oh crap, I don't remember. Rambouillet.
Oh my God, look how soft this is.
It's
Why is some Rambouillet got grease in it? Because it hasn't been washed.
I don't know. This is Rambouillet,
Wow.
and this is actually 2 colors, and it just was incredible.
2 colors, and you got all these colors.
Yes, and so this is about a pound, and so I had to spin it up.
Oh, you did? Because you just couldn't wait, right?
I couldn't, and I double plied it. Isn't that?
Wow.
I just absolutely am in love with this.
This is a pound of Rambouillet.
Yes,
And you
it's-
dyed
I
it.
sell it. Yeah, and I dyed it. So I'm going to be.
Oh my God, this is so soft. I gotta look at my book. Have I ever done Rambouillet? Or is the
You-
Rambouillet is like greasy to me? But
You-
yours is not greasy.
You bought some from me.
Okay, so I do have
So,
some.
Yeah, and
Wow.
I just am so in love with how this turned out. I mean, it's just it's more stunning than what it shows up in there. So
That's pretty.
I'm really loving it. Yes, thank you. And I just I tried to. Oh, where is the ends? So to show a little bit about how I. You can see it's sort of speckled in there, not really, but with it doesn't have like a solid long run of color.
You're right. I know what you're talking
Which
about.
means it then does this you'll have the 2-ply in there really easy, and it doesn't like double on itself very
This
well.
is so
and
squishy. This reminds me of the Almond Joy that I got from Bonita, the Shetland.
yeah,
It is so super
Emma,
soft. Where did you get this
completely.
Rambouillet from? One of the fairs?
no, I drove to
Indiana?
Ohio to get this.
Ohio?
Yeah. So
Went to a farm?
I met a farmer halfway.
Wow.
So
How nice.
yeah. Just wow. I mean, isn't that just great? I love it. So, okay, DIY.
Yep, I got some
Oh.
spinning. So let's see.
Okay, and then I'll talk about this one.
Shetland. So, where do we get this one from? You remember?
Ann Arbor.
Ann Arbor. Yeah, I think I got 1.5 pounds of this. So I got
No, wait, this was the one that you had for years, right?
Was could have been Allegan.
It was Allegan,
Allegan?
like almost 3 years ago.
Right. I
Almost-
just got my
yeah.
big. I just got done spinning this one, and I'm like, okay. After a while, I get tired of looking at the same color, you know,
Yeah.
the same feel. So I got rid of that, and then I jumped over and I started spinning the Lincoln, and this is Lincoln that Debbie got in Indiana. Yeah, she got some nice Lincoln over there, and it's so airy. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. But yeah, so I did one bobbin of the Lincoln, and now I'm kind of tired of looking at the white.
That Lincoln is you're gonna love how it dyes.
But I did ply up, and I plied it with regular straight wool. I think I showed last time. So this was Simona's company called Recycle Yarn Company. And then I also used some orange from local Random Roving Fleece and Fiber, and she's from Michigan. So I have Simona's in here, and then I also have just the regular wool.
Okay, so it's 90% VFL in Lincoln and 10% alpaca.
Yeah, I mean
Okay,
you can.
so- okay,
It's really nice. It's orange. I think this might be a cowl or a hat for winter.
okay, that'll be really nice.
Because what would you say? That's worsted.
yeah,
Yeah, more. I can't spin thin. I don't think that I'd want to ever spin thin, but
I don't know.
Super
That
thin.
Shetland looked kind of thin.
that
This-
Lincoln spins like a dream. Wait till you get to spin
Did you
Lincoln.
see how thin this is for me?
Yeah.
I
It
was
is.
I usually spin pretty bulky. This was really easy for me to spin thin too,
Was
which
it?
was unique for me. But yeah,
Yeah, those are my spins as of right now. But then I dug out a couple other things, and I don't know where they are right now.
that's fine. It's been a while since we.
And then I found
podcasted.
that big brown bump too. I think that's 3 pounds of something. I don't know what it is.
Would that be alpaca?
I don't know. I found it in one of my totes. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh,
It's like a chocolate brown. So, yeah.
Wow, very nice.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll have to see later. Okay, so are you done with the DIY?
That is all I have. Yes.
Okay, so right before I was going for surgery, I didn't bring that yellow Icelandic sweater that I've been working on. It got a timeout because it started getting hot.
92 degrees.
Yeah, so it got a timeout. But when I was explaining it to somebody, they're like, "Well, you know, if you really want to do something like Icelandic the way that they would have done, well, then you really need to do." It's like nail binding. It's like NALE binding, sort of. So it's with this piece of wood, and it's a series of loops, and you actually,
Oh yeah, there's your one.
yeah, you
Oh
actually,
my gosh, they come that small.
yeah. So this is what it looks like.
The stitching is
This
beautiful.
is the Oslo stitch, and
Oslo.
OSLO.
Okay.
And I'm not sure I'm saying it right because they speak in a different language for most of the time that you listen to it. There's not a lot of English stuff. I mean, there's some English stuff out there, but most of it's in a different language. But I tell you, if you're just out of surgery and on medication, different language doesn't really matter that much. So,
Basically, you want to see what their hands are doing, right?
yeah, so I kind of did this. This was my second or third attempt, so yes, it decreases where, but you know, I'm learning, so whatever, I don't care. It's okay. And I'm not really going to use it for anything, I'm just learning. And that's when you do when you're learning, you just make some stuff. They were saying that if there was a hole, that they actually used to make socks with this stitch, and then if something happened where it broke, because it's all with loops and you're continuously making knots, that you can just kind of tie it off and it doesn't even matter. I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. But yeah, I want to do I probably want to do a hat, but I got a hat now. So I don't know.
Well,
Maybe
yeah,
I don't have to do it.
thanks to was that a knitting machine
No,
or a
this
sock machine? What's the
that
machine?
was with the sock machine.
The
This
sock
is
machine.
with,
Those needles.
yeah. So there's YouTube things out there. So it's like nail binding or nail binding or nail or nail binding or something. Anyways,
And you use one of these at a time.
one. It came in a set of 5.
Interesting.
So I just picked this one because I felt like this one. I don't know. They have some that are thinner that you can make the stitches smaller or tighter. Because this is not a smaller tight stitch. This is pretty open.
Does it tell you like the needle size? Like this is a size 9 flat or
No.
no?
No.
Interesting.
So, yeah, that's what you know, how you take something to do. So when I went for surgery, that's what I took. Whatever. Okay, so getting your knitting on. One other thing that I did with the sock machine is you can go in a circle or you can go flat.
You can make flat panels.
So it's in stocking that, so of course it's going to curl like mad. So I have 2 that are this big, and what I'm doing is I am putting that in the middle. So I'm going back and forth
That's a huge cable.
and putting a cable in the middle.
Are you
So
get that
then-
cable memorized?
No, not yet. I only did 2 repeats. So it's going to be this wide, and then I'm going to make a sweater or shrug out of it. So, yeah,
That is amazing.
I had fun with that. And then I ended up doing this one, and I'm like, oh, this works. And then I had another one that was like it, but blue. And I'm like, 1,200 yards. I could make like a summer over thing for it. So I started working on that last night.
You got a lot of stuff going.
Oh, I do, and I just keep casting on. Then I,
Yeah, but you got tons of variety.
yeah, and then I got a new ball winder. This thing's got this like, I mean, okay,
Does
so
it count the yardage?
no, that little gadget's expensive. But this thing, it's like you pick up the box and you're like, whoa, this is metal, you know. So it's like a serious ball winder. We had you know, what I bought at
Plastic.
the local yarn store.
Here I got the plastic.
Yeah, and it's just is something where, you know, you start winding with it and then it starts like slipping and you knowing, and I'm like, it's not going so good. I mean, it lasted me for 5 years and it's okay, and I used it the other day, but this one, you like attach it to
It's got like a clamp
Yeah.
on it too.
yeah, a real clamp.
Interesting.
A real clamp to it, and then it actually put like little holes in the top of my thing. So yeah, I mean that's crazy. And then it has this like little piece of metal that comes out, and it goes around. So the metal goes around the ball. The ball doesn't really.
Interesting.
But
I have to
most
check
is-
that out. What's the brand name?
Oh, I can't remember.
That sounds really
Okay.
interesting.
It really is. Somebody's like, "Oh, I got this." They put it on Instagram, and they're like, "I just got this in the mail." And I looked it up, and I'm like, "Oh, I want that." So I got it in the mail too.
Damn Instagram.
I know they've been getting me in trouble this week. Been spending way too much time on Instagram this week. Okay, so my orders.
You know, Amazon Prime is having a Prime Day coming up. I seen on the news.
Oh yeah, they're probably not gonna have any cool yarn stuff. That's what I keep telling myself.
Supposedly Prime Day is 2 days long because that's how big it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's not going to be 1 day. It's going to be 2 days.
Well, I want what I want on sale, not what they want.
No, it's what they want to give you.
Well, that doesn't work for me.
Okay. We need to talk to somebody then, right?
Okay, it's still loading.
Well, let's see. I can skip to what I got going here
Okay, yeah.
while you
'cause I
load
can't-
up. So, this was one of the post-stitch. Oh, not a dog. All right. Post-stitch. It's called Touch of Glitter, and it is by Heather Ink. This is kind of what it looks like there. So it came in for the post-stitch. The yarn is called Abracadabra. And it says it's a color changing yarn. So this is what it looks like. It's like a pale mint green. I can tell you when we went to Canada on National Yarn Day or National Yarn Shop Day,
Yeah.
I had it in the window the whole day, came back home, and it still looked the same color. So,
It was probably because there's like UV protection on the car window.
oh no, I left this in my kitchen window.
Oh.
So I'm working on that, not too far along, but it's for my mom. This yarn is nice to work with. It feels like a cotton. But as far as Abracadabra changing colors, no. No, not at all. And let's see, I got a couple other. This is almost done. Mohair. I think this is called the airplane scarf. This is all I have left of
Whoa.
mohair, which is probably quite a bit. But yeah, this
Think
is
if
really
you had
nice.
if you had a machine, you could have.
Oh, I know. And this is Kid Silk Lace Hedgehog, and the color is called Deja Vu.
It's really pretty.
But this is so super soft because I'm figuring I can get all the way around like this. So, and even though this is small, I know there's probably another,
There's a lot in there.
yeah, a lot to go around. So this should be done for next time to take off. And then, whoa, ho, 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 ho.
Yeah.
I've worked a little bit more on this, I think.
Hopefully by next time I'll be able to show you some of the toys. Bring the toys over here so I can show you guys the toys.
The toys. I think I did a little bit more on this here.
So pretty.
And this is with Socks That Rock in the white color. And the yellow is Royal Alpacas, which is super soft. But I really like the Socks That Rock too. And I'm hoping to use 2 skeins out of that. Yep, and that's called the Upslope. This is really nice though. I like the pattern, it's fun. Every couple rows you gotta change it up. So
This
nice.
is really pretty.
I've seen it in person. Simona O'Malley, Recycle,
Yeah.
had a display on it. It was beautiful. Beautiful. Lovely. And then I have been working
I
on
took it apart, sorry.
the, what's that thing we were doing the knit along on? The veggie wrap.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So I got the veggie wrap. I think I got, what,
Yeah, I have to take
I got
mine
one,
apart.
I got a skewer here
Whoa.
to use. Where am I at?
That's so pretty.
Oh, yeah, the colors are, it needs to seriously be blocked though.
That's okay.
Seriously be blocked, but yeah, there's where I am. And these are all the micro skeins, or what do you call them, mini skeins that I
Yeah.
got from a swap, so I really got 24 colors.
Mine's like this wide.
Holy smoly.
So it's about this wide, and I've gotten about this far, and I'm more than half done for the first ball or
Dang.
something. So it's not.
But I got these colors left to go, which I think will be good because you like categorize them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that'll work out well. So those are the things that I got cooking. I got 4 things going, plus the spinning. But I did find 7 other project bags with stuff in them, and I'm just like, I looked at it and I'm like, I don't like that no more, so I don't think I'm going to make it. So I'm going to have to empty those bags.
Yeah, I think I started 4 projects this week
Did you?
or more.
Are you out of needles now?
Yeah,
You are?
getting close.
No more available needles?
I mean, seriously, getting close.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. Okay, so
That's the way it goes, right?
yeah, I think that's basically what I have. Yeah,
That's what's
basically
it?
That's it.
Alrighty then. So we want to go to, I got on this sheet. Satellite store. I have nothing as of right now. I'm trying to work through what I got.
Yeah, I couldn't like carry it in.
Okay.
So I will show you my knitting machine and my ball winder.
I can't wait.
When I can carry them better.
I can't wait to see them.
Yeah.
Shop update. I haven't really been doing anything. I think I got 2 items listed in the Etsy shop, but I haven't been doing much on that for right now. So
Yeah, I have one shawl that I'm working on that I really want to get finished and send it. I had my niece help me take pictures, which was interesting because I'm still wearing that silly compression sock, and I had a dress on.
I like compression socks.
I like them around my ankle. I actually think I'm going to keep the one around my ankle, or get one for my ankle.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're hot when it's 90.
Yeah.
Okay,
They are.
so off to our book. So this is Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all small stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And this is by Richard Carlson, PhD. At first glance, this may nurture a plant. That's the name of this one.
Because Debbie came over today and she brought me an orchid.
Yeah, so
It is so lovely.
this orchid, I've had it for probably 4 years, 3 years, somewhere in that ballpark, and it won't bloom for me. And hers are just absolutely gorgeous, and they bloom.
It's just location,
and-
location, location.
Right, and for me, if I put it somewhere else, it's going to die because I won't water it. So my
No.
plants, if they don't do well where they are, they need to go somewhere else. So I brought it.
That's like a parent. If you don't do good, then you're gonna go to grandma's house.
Yeah, so they went to grandma's house. But I transplanted it with orchid dirt, and I ended up getting something. It was like little llamas on it. So I did that
super cute
before I brought it. So, and then I watered it before I brought it. That's why the bag's filled with water. Sorry.
That's okay.
But yeah, I've been wanting to bring that over, but I'm like, let me get one more chance to bloom. Yeah, it didn't. So it's here.
That's okay. I'll take good care of her. Or him.
Yeah, it's in a cute little llama bowl.
I know it's going to go in the window with all the rest of them. It's going to make
Yeah.
friends.
It'll be happy with friends.
It's going to make friends.
At first glance, this may seem like a strange or superficial suggestion. What good could it possibly do to nurture a plant? One of the goals of spiritual life and one of the requirements of inner peace is to learn to love unconditionally. Don't bloom, I'm giving you away. How's that for unconditional? Okay, the problem is it's really hard to love a person, any person, unconditionally. The person we are trying to love inevitably says or does the wrong thing or fails to meet our expectations in some way. So we get upset and put conditions on our love. I'll love you, but you have to change. You must act the way I want you to act. Some people are better at loving their pets than the people in their lives, but to love a pet unconditionally is hard too. What happens when your dog wakes you up with unnecessary barking in the middle of the night or ruins your favorite carpet with an accident? Do you love him just as much? My children have a bunny. That just really seems weird. Okay, just like bam.
A bunny?
My kid's got a bunny. Okay, I'm sorry. That was just funny to me. It was really hard to love that bunny when he chewed a hole in my beautiful crafted wooden gate. A plant, however, is easy to love just the way it is unless it doesn't bloom. Okay, that part about blooming was my ad lib. Therefore, nurturing a plant offers an excellent opportunity to practice unconditional love. Why does virtually every spiritual tradition advocate unconditional love? Because love has such transformational power. Unconditional love brings forth peaceful feelings in both the giver and the receiver. Select a plant, indoor or outdoor, that you will see every day. Practice taking care of and loving that plant as if it were your baby. It's easier to care for your plant than a baby. No sleepless nights, no diapers, no crying. Talk to your plant, tell it how much you love it. Love your plant, whether it blooms or not. Oh, that I failed. Whether it lives or dies, just love it. Notice how you feel as you offer the plant your unconditional love. When you offer this type of love, you're never agitated, irritated, or hurried. You're simply in a loving space. Practice this type of love each time you see a plant, at least once a day. Each time you see a plant. I got a lot of plants outside. Okay, so after a short while, you'll be able to extend your loving kindness beyond your plants as well. As you notice how good it feels to love, see if you can offer a similar love to the people in your life. Practice not needing them to change or be different to receive your love. Love them just the way they are. Your plant can be a wonderful teacher showing you the power of love. You know, I took a picture of one of my outdoor plants today.
So don't give your plant away, right?
Oh, well, it's yours.
Okay. We'll take care of it for you.
This right here.
That's pretty.
You can't see it. Well, I mean, look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's going like
Gangbusters.
yeah. So that right there is clematis, and it's just going. Look at all those flowers.
That's pretty.
It's just beautiful. Last year just had maybe 10.
That's it?
Yeah, it really wasn't doing that well, and I ended up getting another vine. So I on the two sides of the terrace, I put the clematis and then this other one that I didn't know what it was, but it was like really 3-dimensional, and it was just a really cool plant. And last year, the one that was like the really really cool plant just grew everywhere, and it was just beautiful. And then it didn't come back this year.
That's strange.
It was. It's clematis more than made up for it. It's just absolutely stunning. It's really beautiful.
Interesting.
I love that clematis plant, and I can't wait to see how much bigger it grows next year.
That'd be lovely.
Yes. So,
Well, thanks for joining us.
yes, thank you.
Make
so
sure you
much.
post in the YouTube channel here if you're interested in
So it's what happens in the
so for the fiber goals.
fiber goals and tracking. Tell us about what you did, what you completed, and I don't think you can put a picture in there.
Nope, probably not.
So just tell us about what you completed. And
So draw a winner on our the next recording that we do.
sounds perfect. See you then. Hope
Yep.
you guys have a wonderful couple weeks.
Enjoy this summer.
Thank you.
You're welcome.